going on, everyone? Hope you're having a good evening. So I'm going to continue on with GOLDENEYE Alyx, Half Life Alyx mod. So I kind of did this out of order, actually, because let's see, I could probably delete that, actually, because I actually did Dam Part 1, and then I started Facility, and then yesterday I realized, oh, I should probably do Dam Part 2 first before going on to Facility. So I did Dam Part 2 yesterday, so now I'm going to load my Facility game back up. And continue with that. Whew. Alrighty. I got like grenades and shit. Bro, see, like, that's just fucking bullshit. Was he, wait, was he fucking there to begin with? How could I have, fuck. How could I have missed him? Okay. I'm just wondering if he actually was there to begin with, or if they didn't just like fucking spawn his ass out of nowhere. I hate these fucking doors. Yeah. Oh, no, he is there. Okay. God, I've shot that dude like 20 fucking times. You have got to be fucking shitting me. Alright, well, I'm gonna get this fucker back here. Bro, like, come on. Is that guy, like, fucking invincible or something? Fucking ridiculous. Grenade? I didn't touch anything. Fuck off, dude. What? About fucking time.
Russ, come on. At this point, it's kind of our go.
Oh, Lord. Are we really doing this? Guess that doesn't do anything. Need a key card, so. What in the fuck is this thing doing? Where the fuck did this dude come from? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And it didn't save anything. I mean, just dudes just fucking sneak up behind you out of fucking nowhere in this fucking game, apparently. Hate fucking shit like that. take that, motherfucker. Fuck's sake, dude. Suck my fucking dick. Now I gotta... Fuck, that means I gotta do this fucking shit again. Fuck me.
Russ, come on. At this point, it's kind of our gut.
Dude, where the fuck? Motherfucker! I'm gonna kick the shit out of that fucking dude. What the fuck? Why did he come out like fucking rushing me that time, motherfucker? Piece of fucking shit.
Ow!
Bro, yeah, just don't get in my gun. What the fuck? Look at where it landed. What? Oh. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Open! Please, for the love of God! These dudes. You see how ridiculous this is? I have to grab a door 5 times to open it. And now it's going to make me grab it 5 more times. Boy, this is really starting to piss me the fuck off. These fucking dudes just don't die, dude. You know what? Maybe I need to check these 2 rooms to the side and see if they have a different weapon. That could very well be the case. Grenade. Okay. Oh. Well, there's no weapon in here. Grenade. Oh, shit. Nope. No weapons, dude. It's all just grenades and ammo. I mean, shit. Where? Wait a sec. No. I don't think that's anything. Is it? No. There isn't even anything behind here. Damn it. Nothing in there. Fuck. I was hoping there'd be like another weapon, but... Alright, shit. It's just another grenade. Oh, yeah, I forgot. How? Holy fucking shit, dude. This is just impossible. I mean, I'm seriously about to just give up. Like, are you fucking serious? I mean, going in those two side rooms doesn't do any damn good. There. Oh. I didn't know there was an explosive up there. Bro, where the fuck was that? This dude doesn't die. lord, they are literally fucking everywhere, dude. I mean, there's probably a dude right there now. Okay, will you stop fucking... We'll take this. Those are just grenades. They sure give you plenty of ammo for a weapon that I don't have. Okay. All right. Shit, where did that thing just go? Okay, well, oh. Grenade. What? It doesn't work? Well, what the fuck? Okay, doesn't fucking work. Oh, this game just pulls all sorts of fucking shit on you. And it's gone. Oh, dude. Well, that made it through. Alright, fuck. I think that's it. I hope. Grenade. Well, I tell you what, when I finally get this damn weapon, wherever the fuck it is, I'm gonna have a shit ton of ammo for it. I don't know, should I go around and check all these fucking drawers? Bro. Probably wasting my time. Okay. What is that? Okay. Well, I'm full health. What do you know? Oh, there's some shit in here. Okay, well. Oh, yeah. The key card. Oh, wait, it doesn't work. Bro, I wish it would quit doing that. What am I supposed to do? Okay, wait a sec. There's gotta be... Oh, fuck. What am I supposed to do? It says emergency main power. Well then, oh god. I don't get it. How am I supposed to... Shit, I figured whatever I needed to do, it was in here. Fucking hell. Damn it. I have no freaking clue what I'm supposed to do. Is there something back here? Oh my god, you can't be serious right now, bro. Oh, now they're giving me ammo for a second gun that I don't have. Also, why the fuck were there like people up here? That's just bizarre, dude. Bro. What the hell? How do you even, like, get up there? There's some back here. Man, this sucks. I mean, I've already checked in these trucks. Alright, dude. I need a fucking hint here. This isn't making any sense. I mean, I've already looked in those two side rooms and there's nothing in there. So, I don't know. I don't get this. Okay, you can break the window, but you can't fit through it. You're supposed to put it in front here? Okay, I swear to God, when I used these things before, you would scan it under here. Oh wait, you know what? That was in the other mod. That was in the Rapture mod. Oh my God. Oh, fuck. Well, I figured it was gonna you could throw it through the window. What the hell? Bro, where is the other dude? Alright, let me go back. Fucking knew it. Finally. Finally, I'm gonna get another weapon. Or this game's gonna fuck me in the ass and I can't fucking get it. I mean, I must have missed the other weapon, because... I don't know, dude. Oh, it went in the other fucking room.
Three left.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. Fucking... Here we go again. Headset's fucking up. Golly. That was like the worst fucking time to do that, dude. It's not gonna work. It never does. Okay, hold on. Should be another grenade somewhere I can use. Actually, I could have just used my shotgun. I totally forgot. Fucking Christ, dude. This fucking game. Ugh, God fucking damn it. That's right, those people don't show up until... Fuck me, dude. I love how these dudes just throw grenades fucking perfectly. And the game just fucking crashed. Alright. Fuck this. Jesus. Alright, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright. Alright, well, oh man. About had it up to fucking here with that game, dude. So, let's move on to something a little more relaxing. A visual novel. Alright. Okay, so last time on Cyanotype Daydream, Asuma became the lead or the director of the institute once again. And Kaito Lab, I guess, has like a bunch of people working for it now. What else? I don't know, it's mostly just kind of how the lab, how Kaito's work has been progressing and everything. Yeah, I don't know. not a whole lot really happened last time. Like I said, it's mostly just kind of work stuff and how that's progressed. So, yeah. Nothing bad has happened to Yanagi yet, so. By the time we decide who to delegate the analysis work, it's already evening. We take the data from the dreamscape, the reactions of the brain at the time, and in relation to the events in the space and the P locale itself. From that cumulative data, we determine which part of the brain is associated to which events and moments in the virtual space. We divided the steps of the process into as few steps as possible and chart out which labs doing similar research could take on the load. If this goes according to his plan, Kaito Lab will be able to concentrate solely on recording Yanagi's data. By doing so, we can focus on the part of the research only we can do, such as increasing the diversity of the dreamscape and exploring ways to increase the number of concurrent participants. I know for certain there would be institute politics to contend with, but the professor has taken care of everything on that front. I don't think I'd be able to emulate what he does. The amount of influence and power he acquired after coming back from obscurity and onto the director's chair is staggering. I feel a fair amount of pride to know that my research was what helped him get back there. My business with him done, I run back to the lab. I had planned to be back by the afternoon, but the talks went on for too long.
Kaito, やっと来た。
Well, now she looks like she did back when they were doing that experiment. Sorry, the talks with the professor dragged on a little.
だろうと思ってたけど。
I opened the door to the old Asuma lab. Now the newly formed Kaito lab. Though it's still hard for me to see this as anything other than the professor's lab still.
カイト君、準備できてるよ。エミュレーターの方の作業は先に始めてる。
Good. Let's get started. Yanagi, if you will.
はーい。
Bring up the latest error ratios for the emulator.
ほいな。
I look at the projected numbers. It's the error ratio for each of the participants in the emulator and the origins of each error. We're still on the double digits with 3 people. Definitely not good enough for practical use.
「最近は減衰率も下がってきてるから、バッチ処理の設備増やした方がいいかもね。
Let's use the data from today's 3 participants to reinforce the data of the emulator. Use the Model City 3, event list 3200 to 3500.
ほいほい。
As for the dreamscape, let's test communication between 4 subjects. Run the event list 0001 to 0030.
あいよ。
Start monitoring the activity. A beautiful cityscape is displayed on the LCD screen.
はあ、何回見ても綺麗な景色だね。
Right now, we're working on improving the existing emulator's accuracy and gathering data from the people participating in Yanagi's dreamscape. Perhaps the job of improving the emulator will be left to another lab in the future. But the process of accumulating the master data that goes to the emulator from the Yanagi's dreamscape can only be done here. The only ones that know about the truth of it are the professor and Aruma and the reliable members of Kaito Lab. We've built a relationship of trust with them over the years. My hopes of being able to properly process any number of people using the data taken using 3 or more participants were far off, sadly. My initial belief was that if we could collect data from 3 or more participants, we'd be able to process any number of people was a little off. A thesis published back when humanity lived on the surface ascertains that the actual number is 7. The human band recognize each person as an individual entity up to 7 people. Wait, is that supposed to be can? The human can recognize? Anything beyond that, the brain begins to process as a group. The boundary for the brain to process people efficiently lies there, which means that if we could obtain data of communication between at least 7 participants, I anticipate the error ratio would drop dramatically. The problem with that is whether Yanagi's mind can handle having that many people in her dreamscape at the same time. Bro, that would be kind of... That would be pretty weird. Well, I don't know. I mean, certainly, I would think they could have, instead of having her get Alzheimer's, they could have, like, made it where Yanagi was put in that state because of some crazy, like, accident that happens when doing this. But I mean, I don't know. I see beads of sweat start surfacing on her forehead. I turn my eyes to her biomonitor. Her heart rate has increased sharply, as well as her body temperature. Iruma turns my way. I give him a nod. That's enough for now. Are you okay?
大丈夫だよ。
Let's rest a bit.
でもまだ今日の分終わってなかったでしょ。
We're increasing the number of people in the dreamscape already. Your body may not be used to the load. It's fine to take our time. I turn back to my colleagues. Sorry, I want to let her rest early today. You can go ahead and keep working on the emulator's accuracy.
はいよ。
The professor and I discussed it, and we'll entrust another lab to do this work from now on. Please make a manual and divide the labor so it's easier for them to pick it up. I leave the work to Iruma, then Yanagi and I leave the lab.
ごめんね。時間ないのにね。
No, the whole plan is possible only because of you, and it'd fall to pieces without you. There's no need to push yourself. I talked with the professor, and we'll get help from the other labs. And I also asked him to let us bring Izumo over.
あの話、アスマ先生にお願いできたの？
I nod in response and answer. We'll be able to come together starting tomorrow.
やったー！もっと楽しくなるね。出雲だけずっと留守番じゃかわいそうだもんね。
My colleagues in the lab know about Yanagi's power and Izumo. They know most about our lives, really. The only thing we haven't mentioned is the possibility of her memory condition. It was Yanagi's wish for no one but me and Professor Asuma to know.
出雲と一緒に実験するって、なんか仮想でカイトがあの装置を作ってた時のことを思い出すね。
Yeah, back then it was only the three of us dreaming together.
今ではこの街全体の期待を一身に背負うようになったね。
I nod again. It's rewarding and intimidating in equal measure.
大丈夫。カイトならできるよ。
She denotes that last sentence by gently holding my hand with hers.
ただいまー。おかえりなさい。
Izumo, run the test, please.
はい。ヨナギ、こちらに。はいはーい。
As usual, her results didn't deviate much from the average. The difficulty of the test is set so not even a completely healthy person can get a perfect score. In fact, she tends to be happy about breaking her own records when she feels well, but they tend to drop when she's tired from work. It also depends on how focused she is on the test. As long as there's not a huge deviation from the average, there's no problem. Her father, Shiona, married a fellow researcher she met at Asuma Lab, and Yanagi was born from that union. That means she must have been experimenting with his down body before passing down his genes to Yanagi. Okay. We don't know if his case of Alzheimer's was developed as a side effect of experiments, or if he also inherited it from his parents. We have no way of looking into that now. Yanagi and I have spoken about it at length. Even so, she decided to do what she could to see the virtual project realized. She accepted helping us despite that. I couldn't be prouder about my wife's determination, but at the same time, it is my duty to support her and make sure her health is the utmost priority. That is as important as my duty to see the project finalized as soon as possible. That's weird. Noblesse oblige? That's the name of an artifact set in Genshin Impact. Okay. Izumo, I'd like you to work together with us starting tomorrow.
一緒に研究所にですか？
Yes. From today onwards, you're an officially issued android under Kaito Lab. You have nothing to hide from our colleagues,
but do try to not talk to anyone but them about the research.
わかりました。出雲と一緒にお出かけするのめっちゃ楽しみ。頑張ろうね、出雲。はい。リープ君はどうするんですか？
Huh?
リープ君、一人で留守番ですか？
All the auxiliary functions Woleap has are also available in the lab. In the strictest logical sense, there would be no need to bring him along.
リープ君がいれば、私の処理効率は 22% 上がります。
I see.
出雲、リープ君と一緒がいいの？うん。
Yanagi stares into Izumo's eyes for a moment, then turns to me.
連れて行きたいみたいよ。
Figures. Alright, I guess it'll be a family excursion to work then.
よかったです。
Good morning.
おーっす。おはよう、カイトくん、ヨナギちゃん。
おはー。
Can I have everyone's attention? I want to introduce you to the newly appointed member of the lab. Her name is Izumo.
よろしくお願いします。
おお、彼女が。
I answer with a nod.
へえ、すごいね。全然壊れてたようには見えない。
壊れてません。
あ、ごめんね。ノーオフェンス。
And the little guy floating behind her is Woleap. He's an auxiliary terminal for her. Yanagi designed him, actually.
え、カイトくんが作ったの？カイトくんハードウェアもいけるの
？Only if it's simple stuff, I guess.
はあ、器用だこと。
絵は全然描けないけどね。
I believe my art is just not for everyone personally.
まあお主がそう言うならそれでよかろう。
He was originally made to assist in the transmission of Yanagi's dreamscape and Izumo's calculation power. At the time, her dreamscape was more like, well, a dream for us, so...
あ、なるほど。羊のシープとスリープをかけてリープね。
リープくんです。
え？
リープではなく、リープくん。
ああ、くんまで入れろと。
命名者の意思です。
なるほど。
He's connecting Izumo with the terminals in the lab, so use him as a voice input interface.
よろしくお願いします。
よろしく。出雲たんね。
出雲たん。何それ？
なんとなく相性。なんか燃えるよね、出雲たん。
燃える。私が燃えてますか？
いやいや違う違う。バーニングじゃない方。かわいいとかって意味。
そうですか。
出雲たんって呼んでいい？
お好きに。よかったね、出雲たん。
Take time to introduce yourselves when you have time. It can be through words, or you can send your data if you like.
おーい。あと昨日外部に依頼するデータの割り振りと説明資料は作っておいたけど、どうする？決まってるの振り先。
Yeah, I already got informed of their area of expertise from the director. I believe it's mostly decided.
でも少なくとも初日は一人チュートリアル要員派遣した方がいいと思うけど。
Right. I overlook all the researchers in the lab. Right now, the resources of the labs that have been vacated are stagnant. I'd like to begin working in parallel with the other labs as soon as possible. Leave only the personnel needed to test the simultaneous connection to the dreamscape, and the rest can go to the labs and lecture. Izumo will be taking care of the operating from now on. I designate Iruma and another female researcher for connection duties.
オッケー。
Aim to make the external labs able to carry out their work independently of us by the end of the day or by tomorrow at the latest. From now on, our lab will be at the central position of this whole project. We'll probably have time to answer questions they have later, but let's aim to increase the efficiency as much as we can. Izumo, you know what to do. Use Woolleap as a repeater and make him connect to this machine. Then get the 4 people connected to her dreamscape at the same time.
わかりました。
The sessions will last 45 minutes per set. If you notice a change in her temperature or her heart rate, stop the experiment immediately.
はい。いつもがいてくれると安心だな。
Let's continue with the event list from where we left off yesterday.
ヨナギの心拍数が平均値から大きく離れました。
The connection is cut off in the middle of the basic communication event list. I turn to look at Yanagi. She's already sweating like yesterday, and I notice a slightly reddish shade in her cheeks. Yanagi?
ごめんごめん。でも昨日よりは長くできたかな。
Izumo, time elapsed?
28分43秒です。やった。
昨日は20分経ってなかったから確かに改善はしてるね。
How are you feeling?
やっぱり人数が増えると疲れはするんだけど、そんなに嫌な疲れ方じゃないかな。なんか運動した後の気持ちよさみたいなのはある。
I see.
少し休んでもう一回やろうよ。今日はできそう。
Okay, let's continue after a recess. Yanagi, I'll stop by the professor's office before going home. You can go with Izumo and rest.
ああ、そうなんだ。
You have some time, Hiruma? I'd like you to come too.
アスマさんと話すの？いいよ、行く行く。
See you back home, Izumo.
はい。
ヨナギちゃんのこと話しに行くんだよね。
I give him a swift nod. The way we're going, the virtual space won't be completed.
なるほどね。
We give the professor a brief rundown of the situation at the lab. The exhausting Yanagi displays after increasing the simultaneous connection to 4 people is simply too much. But in order to make proper mapping data for the virtual space, we need to have up to 7 people at the same time. If we could get the master data of 7 people connected at the same time, we should be able to process whatever number after that as a group.
8人以上になったら認識している他者をグループ化して疑似的に処理するということだね。
That's right.
実際現実空間での実験で検証はしたので、7人同時接続が境界なのは結構角度が高いっすよ。
I nod as well. Iruma is in charge of the experiments and report compiling for a reason. 3 people isn't so exhausting for her, but when we get to 4, well, I don't want to imagine what would happen if we tried 5, let alone 6. If we're not lucky, the burden on her could be increasing exponentially.
なるほど。で、今日の相談の趣旨は？
The professor slowly looks between us from his director chair.
その状況を打破して計画を実現させたいということでいいのかな？
The way he looks at me gives me pause. There is a pressure in her gaze I don't think I've ever felt before. Wait, his gaze? Yes.
わかった。ちなみにその疲弊はヨナギに自覚のあるものなんだな。
Her temperature and heart rate increase, but she says it feels like a workout. Like post-exercise fatigue.
なるほど。思考空間形成中の疲労は基本的に心因性のものだろう。
I nod in response.
カイド、君のアンドロイドはヨナギの生体データを蓄積しているかい？
Yes, she's always monitoring both of us.
わかった。そのデータを転送してくれ。うまくいっていた3人接続の状態と問題が浮上した4人接続の状態の際からヨナギが無意識に感じている負荷の正体がわかるはずだ。これが3人接続で、これが4人接続か。刺激を受けている脳の部位はどうなっているかな？
As per usual, there's not much of a pattern.
行動リストの内容によっても、その相手によっても違う。
なるほどね。ちなみにレム睡眠はどうやって作っている？
We're using the same method you used. 60 milligrams through oral ingestion. The ingredients of the formula are the same. He nods along as I speak, his eyes studying the brain waves being displayed on his terminal.
3人接続時の脳波と4人接続時の脳波を比べるとどちらもシータ波とベータ波が混在していることがわかる。
I see. Ow. Hmm. Yeah, I've actually learned some stuff about like the different types of brain waves. And yeah, alpha waves. It's interesting because like when you're first born, your brain is typically transmitting alpha waves. But when as you become an adult, you go more towards like beta, and like I think it goes even beyond that. But yeah, that's actually the reason why you typically don't remember hardly anything in the first like 5 years of your life, is because your brain is basically in kind of the same state as it is when you're an adult and sleeping, or in a dream sleep, I should say. Because I think like when you go into a deep sleep, then you're actually even below alpha waves, I think. If I remember correctly.
つまり
Alpha wave is the name of the brain wave frequency that is produced by the brain when it begins to fall into a deep sleep. The fact there is beta waves mixed in means that she's in an alert, tense state.
そのシータ波の割合が4人接続時は少ない。その上デルタ波の混入時間も少ないね。つまり
Yeah, delta waves is like, well, I thought, I thought I remember it being that like normally when you're wide awake, that delta waves are what you typically experience. So I don't know why they're saying beta waves is when you're stressed. Well, all that means is you need to give her more stronger stronger sedatives. Okay, yeah, here they explain delta. 1 to 4 hertz. Blah, blah, blah. It rarely appears in the brain in an awakened state. It can be observed during... Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, so delta waves are what you experience. Well, of course, but then it says it rarely appears in an awakened state. So, I don't know. Iruma shakes his head and turns to me. Delta waves are the ones observed in the brain when the subject falls into a deep sleep. They're what comes after alpha. Okay, well there we go.
なるほど。つまり4人接続時の時は緊張で眠れていないと。不眠症みたいな。
Dreams are theorized to be made so the body can protect its sleep in the first place. It protects the sleep with a cushion of dreams so that the body doesn't react, even if the hearing or smell senses are stimulated somehow. While her dreamscape is very similar to a real dream.
その空間に人が入ってくれば睡眠は浅くなるか。なるほどね。
ヨナギの気負いも関わっているかもしれない。3人の時と4人の時を見比べれば明らかだが、原因はこのベータ波だろうね。わかりやすく言えば緊張だが、脳の中で何が起きているのかはわからない。
緊張か。
すぐに思いつく抜本的解決は一つだね。ベータ波の混入を防ぐためにデルタ波が主体の状態での接続を試みる。この状況を見れば5人6人と段階的にベータ波の混入が増大するのは容易に想像できる。であればその影響を最も受けづらいと考えられるデルタ波主体の状況にヨナギを置いて複数人での同時接続を試みる。
But that means...
ノンレム睡眠状態で思考空間の形成を実現する。このアプローチがうまくいけば同時接続の人数を気にする必要すらなくなるかもしれない。
How is that gonna work? I mean, that implies that you would have to dream when you're not in REM sleep. I mean, as far as I know, that is the only time dreaming ever happens. During deep sleep, non-REM is the common name for the period where a person doesn't sleep. In that state, Yanagi would have no sense of self. I understand what you mean. If she has no sense of self, it would skip the tension from consciously managing that many people.
かもしれない。あくまで可能性だ。
でもそれって大丈夫なの？もっと負荷がかかりそうな気もするんだけど。
人は毎日ノンレム睡眠に入っている。無理に気絶させるわけじゃない。実際経口摂取薬剤の開発がずっとトレンドだったから、体に負担をかけずにノンレム睡眠を作り出すものはいくらでもある。あとはカイトからヨナギにどう説明するかだな。
I believe that seeing what's happening in her dreamscape helps her feel more at ease, probably.
だがそれが見えているから彼女を緊張状態に追い込んでいるとも言える。
確かに。
だからこそこの話はカイトから説明する必要がある。意識のない間に自分の身を預ける。確かにそれは誰に対してでもできることではない。 ヨナギがその状態の自分を安心して任せられるのはカイトしかいないんじゃないかな。判断は任せるよ。
I'll try talking with her.
本人に抵抗があるようだったらまた来なさい。大胆円を話し合おう。
Thank you. The usual placid smile comes back to his face.
他の研究室との連携はどうだ？うまくいってるかい？
Ah, yes. Iruma selected all the data and processes we could outsource, and we're sending out members of the lab so they give orientation.
効率が上がりそうだな。私の方も生体維持装置のプロトタイプの製造に入ったよ。耐久性とコストにまだ課題が残っているが、健康かつ清潔な生体維持は実現しつつある。
He says, bringing up a capsule that looks like a white cocoon on his screen.
人間の代謝物を発電に使いながら汚水をろ過浄水して再利用できるようにした。この仕組みは多分参加者には細かく説明しない方がいいだろうな。
Talk about an awkward segue.
永久期間とまではいかないが、参加者の体が持っている生体エネルギーを可能な限り運営の電力に回す。ここもさらに効率化できるはずだ。地下に移住してからバイオテクノロジーの発展は目覚ましい。穀物をエネルギー源にするしかなかったからね。
We're getting a lot of the tips lately.
「その恩恵を大きく受けているよ。生活を立ち行かせるために先人たちの切り開いた技術が連なって仮想空間への移住という大きな発展を実現しようとしている。科学者としてロマンを感じるよ。
Yeah, he's right. Even my research is based on the studies that he and Yanagi's father made one day. We can't just give up this progress.
ハードウェアの領域は進捗が目に見えてロマンがありますよね。俺たちの方は毎日やってもデータ量が蓄積していくだけだしな。
だがこの計画の中枢は間違いなくカイト犬の仕事だよ。私がやっているのは周辺の不随問題の解決に過ぎない。
And I believe that's as invaluable. Not anyone could do the work you do.
それにこうやって相談できるし。
Iruma and I nod at each other. You'll always be the best professor I ever had. He looks at me fondly and nods.
光栄だよ。ここが正念場だ。身を粉にして踏ん張ろう。
Yes. After that, the professor explained his prototype manufacturing process improvement plan, and I asked him to tell me more about the labs we were relegating the work on. By the time we finally make it out of the institute, it's already dark out there.
カイト君、どうするの？
About?
ヨナギちゃんのこと。確かに研究の進歩って側面ではアスマ先生の案は解決策の一つではあるけどさ、ヨナギちゃんの負担が軽くなるって話じゃないよな。要は負荷が高いから麻酔をかけるってことでしょ。
Well, he is right that we all experience non-REM sleep every night.
でもそれを人工的に作り出すのは日常的行為じゃないだろう。このまま投薬量がエスカレートしていくことだって考えられるわけだし。
I know that, but the plan can't be completed unless we get the master data from Yanagi. And we're not trying to connect hundreds of people to her at the same time. We only need to get to those 7, and it'll be done. Iruma squints his eyes at me for a moment. Just like the professor implied back then, this isn't our research alone anymore. Pretty much everyone in the Institute is compromised into it now.
それはそうだけどさ。
Wait, compromised into? Does he mean comprised into it?
でもヨナギちゃんはあくまでカイト君の研究を手伝ってると思うんだよね。
She can see the bigger picture. And we don't have time. She wants to see the project be a success too. That's why I need to be frank with her and explain.
うん。まあヨナギちゃんもカイト君になら本音で答えてくれるだろうしな。また明日。
Yeah, sorry for making you tag along for so long.
いやいや、やっぱカイト君の隣楽しいよ。
おかえり。
Hello, girls. I open the door and I'm greeted by Yanagi and Izumo.
おかえりなさい。
Mm-hmm. We have a quiet evening after that. Izumo makes her porridge, but I find myself staring at Yanagi as I eat. She's holding one of her novels. Doing revisions?
きっと書き続けると思うよ。何かを感じる限り。
She speaks softly, her eyes still set on the page. I nod back at her.
下げていいですか？
Yeah, thanks. It was delicious. Izumo takes my empty dish and proceeds to wash it in the sink. I find myself looking as she labors in the kitchen. This peaceful life of ours, it cannot last. We know very well that it's like fine and... What? Wait, fine sand? My goodness, it seems like the typos on this thing are like increasing big time. Slowly escaping our grasp. Yes, that's exactly why we decided not to spend a second without speaking our mind. We swore to discuss everything and clash if we need to, but not dwell on negative emotions. Yanagi.
Huh?
I spoke with the professor. She looks me in the eye and nods. Then she closes her novel and puts it down on the table. If we keep the current method, we won't complete the virtual space. That's why I went to ask for his advice today. Right now, we can barely maintain 4 simultaneous connections. And we may be able to obtain the data we need for that number if you get acclimated to it. But we won't ever make it to 7 people. The load will just be too big. It's pretty obvious. Yanagi nods along as I speak. And the solution that he suggested to induce an even deeper sleep when building the dreamscape.
深く
You know there's shallow and deep states of sleep, right? I think you can feel it when you sleep normally.
うん、それはなんとなく。
Right now you're creating a dreamscape while in a state of shallow sleep. That's why you can remember the experiments that happen in it.
うん。夢を明確に覚えているような感覚だよ、いつも。
That's why the burden is getting heavier for you. In the end, your reactions to the data input of the participants is what makes the dreamscape. In a sense, you're consciously trying to sync up with the brain waves of all the participants. You're trying to connect to everyone.
共感か。でも確かにそうだね。あの中にいるときはいつもよりみんなが何を考えているかわかる気がする。
That would probably explain why the load is so heavy on you.
だから私が深く眠っている間にデータを取ればうまくいくってこと？
I nod in response.
そうすると私の中の世界はどんなものになるんだろう。
I don't know. Maybe it would be made up of the memories you have, or maybe it'll become an incomprehensible mess without you looking over it.
そこにみんなが入って今まで通りにデータを取るってことだね。
That seems to be the only way at this point. Though we could come up with something else if we think about it more. But
私たちには無限に時間があるわけじゃない。
right. It'll be over before I know anything about it.
怖くはあるかな。私が何もわからないうちに終わるんだもんね。
Yanagi stares down at the table vacantly for a while.
カイトはどうしてほしい？
There's one thing in my mind. Yanagi upturns her eyes at me and waits. If we could move to the virtual space before your memory condition appears, maybe we could live a full life in there.
どういうこと？
Humanity has never lived in the virtual space. It's a world where everyone can have the vividest of dreams. Can humans develop dementia while sleeping? No one knows the answer to that because no one has slept for such a long stretch of time. We could grow old together in the virtual space we've worked so hard for all these years. That would be the greatest reward for all this work. I couldn't ask for more happiness than that. Yanagi smiles and gives me a small nod.
そうだね。
That's why I don't want to regret things later. I don't want to just wait for the day you start forgetting. I want to try whatever I can.
今日アスマ先生と話した方法も試したいってことだね。
I nod.
わかった。やってみようよ、その方法。私に意識がなくてもカイトがいてくれるんでしょ？
Of course.
じゃあいいよ。
Thank you. I'm sorry for making you take the burden alone every time.
そんなことないよ。カイトが誰よりも必死なの私知ってるもん。
I mean, if it were me, I would wanna at least consult, like, psychologists before trying to have people enter a dreamscape that she's having while in deep sleep. But I guess they don't really have time to consult psychologists.
研究室のみんなだってカイトの姿を見てるからついてきてくれてるんだよ。やってみよう。カイトならきっと実現できるって私信じてるから。ね。
Yeah. I'll make it happen. The next day, about half of the researchers we sent out were back. As far as I heard from them, the efficiency and capabilities of each lab varied wildly. Starting today, we'll be changing the mechanism to build Yanagi's dreamscape. As you all know, the burden on her body has increased ever since we started connecting with 4 people. This could be improved by switching Yanagi from a half-awake state to unconscious. We're gonna try that today. It's possible that Yanagi herself doesn't manifest in the dreamscape in that state. We'll connect 4 people simultaneously. The whole project is riding on whether we can obtain master data from the original dreamscape with 7 people at the same time. The more time we keep being stuck in this process, the greater the burden on her will be. So I ask you to keep that in mind as you work. Iruma nods, followed by the rest of the researchers.
では始めます。
Just like the professor said, we have several types of drugs capable of producing non-REM sleep for any period of time. I choose the one with the most clinical trial records. Despite all the records, there's been no cases of physical harm being caused by its use, and it looks trustworthy. I'm right here. Yanagi smiles at Izumo and me before drinking the pill with some water. It doesn't take long for her to fall asleep. She's sleeping soundly. The scenery looks to be the same as yesterday, but the monitor is indeed displaying mainly delta waves. Okay, let's get in. Izumo, begin the connection process.
参加者とヨナギの相互通信を開始します。
We take the REM sleep-inducing pills and enter her dreamscape. Man, I mean, I don't know why the typos have just increased dramatically here. Like, today, I don't know, I can't remember if there were any yesterday when I was reading, but man, seems like today they've just been all over the place. Whoa.
真っ白だ。
Izumo, can you monitor this?
できてます。
It's all white, and there's nothing here. How much of the dreamscape is formed? I can't make anything out.
計測できません。
What?
境界がありません。その空間はどこまでも続いています。
Freaky. It's almost like Aikizuna's white void. What?
でもこれ歩けるよな。
Iruma takes a cautious first step. There's another one. Then starts walking around. Can you map this, Izumo?
できます。何を投影しますか？
The 2016 educational institution. Whoa, that was fast.
まだ投影していません。
What?
ヨナギから送られている思考空間が変化しました。
What does that mean?
わかりません。こちらからは何も関与していません。
Just as I finished giving instructions to Izumo, this space was built up directly?
あと、参加者の音声データが二重になっています。
What do you mean?
ヨナギから送信されているデータに参加者の音声データが含まれています。
Right now, the data of Yanagi's dreamscape is being held by the repeater. Then the action signals of the participants are sent there and transmitted back to the participants' brains. The fact the signals are doubled must mean... Does this mean we could speak in her dreamscape without going through the relay processing?
可能性はあります。
Izumo, cancel the intervention into the dreamscape and try connecting the participants to Yanagi directly. Bro, this sounds like a bad idea.
中継処理をキャンセルします。
何か変わったの？
We're speaking, yes?
うん、喋れてるけど。
Let's try moving around. It's just normal.
だと思うけど。どうする？止まってた行動リストを消費していく？
If the burden on Yanagi becomes too high, Izumo would stop it. I nod in response to the gathered researchers. Yeah, this is a good chance to get the data we need on 4 simultaneous connections.
よっしゃ。
We use the medicine according to Izumo's instructions. Before long, we'll be able to obtain all the data we need. Okay, let's move on to the next list. Now we... It takes me a moment to realize that I lost my voice. Not just me, but all the participants are exchanging surprised looks, their mouths hanging open. I'm trying, but I don't think I can emit a single noise. Okay, so this is back to, remember when Yanagi just first started letting Kaito into her dreamscape. He couldn't speak. So this is almost like going back to that again. Did something happen? Is Yanagi okay? Yanagi. As I come to, I realize I'm out of the dreamscape. We're in the lab's simulation room. As I jump out of the capsule chair, I'm met with Izumo's steady gaze. Did something happen, Izumo? Did the burden on Yanagi increase?
いいえ、ヨナギの睡眠がレム睡眠に入りました。
Oh, wow. So she didn't even stay in non-REM sleep very long. I check out her brainwaves display. The delta waves seen during deep sleep have become a mixture of alpha and beta waves. I see. So she's waking up.
なんで声出なくなったの？
Yanagi's dreamscape is first and foremost a world where Yanagi can project the things she envisioned into people's brains. In order for us to participate at all in that space, we need to upload data to the dreamscape, but we can't use telepathy.
多分。
That's why I made Woolleap. He received the images Yanagi projects and the action patterns of the participants, then sends a layered version of both back to everyone. If you go into her dreamscape like we did just now, normally you can't speak.
なるほどね。紆余曲折があってここまで来てたのね。
I wonder though, why could we speak today?
アスマ先生にも相談してみるか。
That is true, they were able to speak for a while they were directly connected to Yanagi. So that's interesting. Yeah, I suppose. I hear a sleepy groan and rush over to Yanagi. Are you okay, Yanagi?
カイト？
She still seems a little groggy. Izumo, what's her condition?
若干の低血圧、低血糖。単に寝起きなだけです。
I heave a sigh of relief once more.
あれ？研究室だ。
Yeah, the experiment is over.
そっか。そうだったね。新しい方法で実験したんだっけ？
Yeah, I think it went well. You were really brave, thank you.
本当？
I give her a resolute nod.
よかった。
Alright, I'll probably go a little bit longer and then I'm gonna stop for tonight. Like yesterday, the three of us gather around the chief's table and report today's results. The 4 participants' connection went well. Yanagi didn't exhaust herself, so the problem has been solved. However, the professor and Iruma's eyes are directed at me. The fact we could act in her dreamscape by connecting directly was extremely unusual. It's the first time I've seen such a thing. Though we got the results we wanted, I want to get to the bottom of what's happening now.
それは比較的簡単に答えが出そうだな。
Huh?
ほう。
つまりカイトたちは今日ノンレム睡眠中のヨナギの夢の中に入ったわけだろう。簡略化すればそういうことになる。
Me and Iruma nod, still unsure as to where he's going with this.
その時ヨナギの脳はどの感覚信号が自分のものでどの感覚信号が外部からの入力なのか、その判断ができていないんじゃないかな。
Good lord. We're mistaking state with taste? Ugh. Yeah, this is really bad. I see. So she was mistaking the sensory signals of the participants as her own and integrating them into the dreamscape.
脳がそう勘違いをしてしまうのは我々は直感的に理解できるんじゃないかな。
どうしてですか？
例えばイルマの夢に私が出てきて暴言を吐いたとする。イルマの中でのその暴言は誰から誰に向けられたものだ。
それは
私が言ったものだと考えるかい？
いや、僕自身が作ったものだと思いますね。だって僕の夢だし。
そうだ。夢は本来そうやって当事者が全てをコントロールするものだろう。
Bro, nobody has total control of their dreams. Like even lucid dreams, you don't have complete control over everything that happens.
脳はそれを知っている。だからヨナギの自我がない状態での感覚信号を全てヨナギ自身が作り出したものだと勘違いしたのかもしれない。それがヨナギが本来持っている空間イメージを伝達する能力によって伝えられた。カイト、何が起きたかわかるかい？
I slowly nod in response. It means the thing the professor and Yanagi's father could never achieve. A space that can emulate all senses and where all participants can act as they wish. The virtual space we've been chasing. It's complete.
そういうことだ。
If her ego is what's responsible for dividing her own sensory signals from the external ones, does that mean that Yanagi could become the virtual space itself?
ヨナギの自我を奪えばね。
いや、それは無理でしょう。
Wait a sec. They're not like proposing to like put her in some vegetative state or something, are they?
あらゆる問題があるね。倫理的なものもあるし、何より話を聞く限りでは。
Yeah, ethical. Yeah. To say the least, there's ethical problems with that.
カイトが思考空間の場所をイメージしたときにその空間が再現されたんだろう。
I nod.
なぜカイトが思考空間の管理権限を持っている？
I mean, I guess kind of in a way, once you have fully developed Alzheimer's, kind of are in a vegetative state. I mean, not really, but I mean, because I mean, you can still like move around and stuff when you have Alzheimer's, but why indeed?
仮にヨナギの生態を仮想空間にするという非人道的なアプローチを取るとしてだ。一番のリスクは人類が移住する世界そのものに誰かの意志があることだよ。
There be someone's will behind the world? What does that mean? Oh wait, I thought they... weren't they saying that when Yanagi's in the non-REM sleep that she can't exert her will? I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe subconsciously she still could. The will of the world itself, in this case, naturally, Yanagi's will. An unconscious subconscious. Yeah, okay. It means that it'll make a difference in the sensory signals coming into the body. So that means it was her unconscious intention to give me authority in that space.
他に判断する存在はいない。
Okay.
参加者の意思に重要度の差異をつけるような空間であってはいけない。それでは独裁国家と同じになる。
Well, I mean, well, then again, I guess see, okay, I don't get this because I thought the whole idea was that, like, once they gather this data, all the data that they need from Yanagi, then they can just run the dreamscape in an emulator and they wouldn't need Yanagi anymore. So I don't understand why all of a sudden they're shifting to now making Yanagi become the virtual space. I don't get this. Well, maybe it's because they're realizing that they just can't do the same things in the emulator that they were able to just do with Yanagi in the non-REM sleep state.
「つまり結局そんな非人道的なアプローチを取るべきじゃないってことだよ。
After saying his part, the professor smiles, picks up his mug, and raises it to his lips.
ヨナギの体調は問題ないのか？
Yes, for now at least. She seemed a little dazed after waking up, but she was okay right after. The professor nods as I speak.
とりあえず7人同時接続のデータ計測の障害はなくなったんじゃないかな。
Well, I'd still slowly work my way up to that just in case. Yeah, I think so. I reach for mine and have good what? And have good stop of the still warm coffee? Bro, this isn't even making any sense anymore. It's like the writing quality is like degrading the further I go along in this.
私の方は今日プロトタイプの一つでテストを始めたよ。まずは1週間研究員の一人を眠らせてみている。これがうまくいけば、あとはエネルギー効率を上げられるだけ上げて量産体制に入れる。
That's great news.
ハードウェアは製造に時間がかかるからね。実際に保管する場所に置いて運用テストもしないといけない。
そういえば、その大量の生体維持カプセルはどこに置くんですか？
上層と中層の間にあるソーラーパネルの裏だ。
Behind the solar panels. So, like, where Kaito and Yanagi buried the bird, like, back when they were kids?
そもそもあそこは地上生活が実現するまで体を保存したがる上層民が長期睡眠に入るための空間だった。環境がちょうどいいんだ。
My eyes widen in surprise. This is the first time I've heard of this. A set of solar panels that circles a vertical hole with a diameter of 1,600 meters. I thought those were there to supplement the underground electricity supply. Do all topsiders do that?
半分くらいの老人は入ってるんじゃないかな。もう半分はこの町で寿命を全うする。
半分。そんなに恋しいのかね、太陽が。
I suppose I can see where they're coming from. I looked out the window. From the window of the director's office on the top floor of the research building, we can see one end of a huge solar panel. I look out the window. One can see the solar panels from the window of the director's room on the top floor.
来月には試験的に量産ラインを1本走らせてみる予定だ。 その第一陣のプロトタイプで1ヶ月ほどの試験移住をしてみたい。そろそろ小規模なテストを始めないと間に合わないよ。
3年ってあっという間なんですね。
Yeah, time just flies by.
おかえり。
Alright, well, better go ahead and stop here for tonight. Alright, yeah, I guess I'll just be back tomorrow. And I'll just do the same thing again. I still haven't made it to the end of the facility level. Man, that level is just really fucking long, man. Takes forever to get through that level. Doesn't help when the damn game crashes on you. But anyway. Alright, yeah, I guess I'll continue the facility level in GoldenEye Alyx tomorrow. And then we'll continue on with some more of this visual novel. So, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night.